Like if you say that the struggle today in Palestine is a nationalist struggle and not a struggle for al-Islam. If you make it solely a nationalist struggle, firstly, nationalism is something relative. A Palestinian can migrate from Palestine and move to another nation, adopt a new identity as a Canadian, as they want them to do. And the struggle can finish. But when you say that the struggle for one of the three holy sites of al-Islam is a struggle of al-Islam, then this is a struggle which is beyond a locality and it becomes a universal struggle. This is why today al-Islam is being attacked on two fronts. One is the front of belief, al-Iman. Those things which are al-ma'loom fi ad-din bid-darura, known in religion by necessity, like belief in Allah, belief in the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If this frontal attack is not successful, the second attack is to make the Sharia, the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, something relative, something secular, something liberal, that has no effectiveness. And how you do this is by confusing the Muslim masses. There are many contrivances of doing this. One of them is moving the Muslims away from al-madhahib al-arba'a, turning them away from the four schools. Another way is by placing these murtad type muftis within the Muslim community, promote them in order that they remove the vigor from the Muslims. They remove any strength, intellectual strength from within the Muslims, and change the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, making the Sharia something relative that can change. When in reality there are those things which remain haram forever, like al-qatl. Murder is never permitted. Murder is never permitted, except we know in jihad and in capital punishment, where a person kills another person and is killed in retribution by the ruler, by the hakim. But if we say al-qatl never changes with time and place, if someone is in a situation where their life is threatened, and the person threatening their life says to them, you must kill another person in order that I do not kill you, would that person now be permitted to kill that person? The answer is no. Why? Because murder is something absolutely prohibited. It can never be halal. Likewise, zina, fornication or adultery, is a ruling that never changes with time and place. So if someone threatens the life of another person saying, if you do not perform zina, I will kill you, he is still not permitted to perform zina. But there are a few things that in the Sharia we know that the person is permitted to do. Like what? Like eating a small amount of swine meat in order to stay alive if there is no other food. Likewise, to utter kalimatul kufr, a pronounced disbelief, in order to safeguard his life if someone is actually going to kill him. But disbelief in itself is not permitted. Likewise, eating an entire swine and entire pig is not permitted. But there are those things which are absolutes that never change with time and place. But if you place doubt within people regarding the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you attempt to make the Sharia seem like something which is rigid, when it is not. The Sharia has enough place that within certain times and places the rulings of Sharia are applicable. Like some people make the claim that the Sharia today is no longer applicable in modern times. This is false. But these people will claim that the Sharia is so rigid that it is no longer applicable, which is totally incorrect.